So what is that we were discussing in our last class? No one remembers. Do you at least do you all at least remember all the concepts that we have discussed? Concepts, not about what we discussed in the last class. At least the concepts, how search engines function, and various other details around it. You all forgot? No? Okay, so in the last class, we were discussing about types of SEO and learning measuring SEO success. Is that what we discussed in our last class? Types of SEO. Which are those types of SEO? On page SEO, site level SEO, technical SEO, and local SEO. Correct? Right? So quickly, so with few days gap, probably a week or 10 days of gap, I believe. Right? So let's quickly recall. So far we have learned terminologies of the internet. We have learned how to build websites on WordPress. Correct? Using WordPress, we have learned how websites are built in the ideal way: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the front end, and for back end, we use one of the programming language to build the content management system or to automate. Correct? So after website, what is next in internet marketing? We have to learn or understand how to get business from the internet, how to promote website on the internet, right? So that's when we have quickly understood the different channels that search engines can be used, social media platforms can be used, directories, correct? There are n number of platforms. Any website on the internet can get business for you, right? So the popular websites, based on popularity, the websites are grouped. Let's say Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these are grouped as social media platforms, right? Yahoo, Bing, Google, right? Yandex, Baidu, all these are grouped as search engines. There are portals like, yeah, Just Dial, Suleka, and couple of other such, Trade India, India Mart, all these are listed as directories, correct? Right? So this way the websites are grouped and named, and you can get business from each of them, correct? So and we started with search engine optimization, so making websites show up on Google search for various keywords related to your business. We, in this process, we learned or understood how your product or service is queried on Google, correct? How your product or service is queried on Google, right? So we understand our business is searched a lot of times on Google, right? This way, right? And it becomes important to make presence on Google, right? This is one kind and this is one kind, and there are various kinds of presence that you can make on Google, and we just started with this thing, right? So in order to make a website show up on Google like this, you have to understand how search engines function, correct? So that's when we understood search engines functionality, correct? How search engines work, right? So search engines has a server backend or a server storage basically, and front end which we use google.com, right? And whenever you type something on the Google front end, the data is pulled from their backend or from their server, and it's displayed or shown on Google search results like this, correct? Correct. And so how is it getting all this data? Is Google is this is supplied by a platform or tool to Google. Input the internet server, gets the data to its server, Google server, right? When somebody asks for it, it's showing it, right? No, but then that was not enough for us to understand to make the websites rank on top. That's when we went further in depth and understood what is making it to show up in the top. That's when these three metrics called crawl frequency, CTR, and engagement were understood, correct? You all learned the crawl stats, CTR, and engagement, and the prominence or importance of each of this metric in ranking your website on top, right? You all understood how to improve crawl frequency, how to improve crawl rate, how to improve CTR, and how to improve engagement, right? So to improve these metrics, you are going to do hundreds of things, and all these hundreds of things are categorized into site level SEO, on page SEO, technical SEO, off page SEO, and local SEO. Maybe somebody will come and categorize it further again, right? As of now, it is categorized in these forms, right? So now what is done in the on page SEO? What is done? So now we all were learning titles and descriptions play a crucial role in improving the CTR. We know that backlinks play a crucial role in improving the crawl frequency, correct? Publishing content regularly, we all know, if you go back to how to improve the crawl frequency, how to improve CTR, how to improve engagement. So for example, improving the engagement. So to improve engagement, load times play a crucial role. Selling elements and marketing elements on the web page play a crucial role. There are a number of things, right? So we understood load times play a crucial role, and it's important to have a web page loading in less than 2 seconds. But how do you make it load in less than 2 seconds? That is what we are going to understand in each of these things. Everywhere we understood what has to be done. What has to be done, we have got clarity, but how to do is something what we are going to learn from today. Correct? So, yeah, we have discussed at top level. Now let's start optimizing some websites. Let's take an example of some website. Let me take this website only, right? So when you launch something on the website, let me go back to this website. We learned keyword research as well, right? Do you all remember keyword research? How your business is queried on Google?
Yes.
We learned it. We'll have the topic in your playlist as well as here keyword.
From where the person is searching for our website.
Yes. So yes or no? So if you don't remember, we will discuss it again. So in search engine optimization, uh, it's important to understand how your product has been searched on Google.
Yes.
How many times it's been searched on Google? We discussed it with your names, I think so. How many times your name is searched on Google? Right?
Yes.
Darshan.
Yes.
You all remember now?
Yes.
So when we put Pavitra, it was showing Pavitra Gowda, Darshan, right? All related names also it pulls out, right? So that's the keyword research. So from that, people understand certain things are searched a lot of times on Google, right? So even if you are speaking about it, you will get very good traction. The crawl frequency will improve, and you will get lots of traffic, right? So let's say somebody is searching for like this. I don't know what it is. So there is no point. Let's assume even if this has meaning, there could be only one search happening every year, right? So even if I am writing something about it, I would get only one visit to my website. But if I'm speaking about something that's most searched on Google, see, if I'm speaking about Narendra Modi age also, I'll get lot of traffic because these are all people searching Narendra Modi salary. See, people are very much interested. 1.66 lakhs per month. This includes a parliamentary allowance of rupees 45,000, an expense allowance of 3,000, a daily allowance of rupees 2,000, and a basic pay of rupees 50,000. One of the biggest perks Narendra Modi gets as the Prime Minister is housing, house free. Okay, so now these people whomsoever are interested about him, about our honorable Prime Minister, they will get into this. See, now this website, Economic Times, has got a traffic. Narendra digital marketer. There is some person. Economic Times is not speaking about Narendra digital marketer because this person is not searched on Google. Or maybe Manjunath digital marketer, Times of India or Economic Times are not speaking about Manjunath digital marketer because nobody is searching Manjunath digital marketer. Correct? So even if they spend 1 lakh rupee or 1,000 rupees or 10,000 and write about it, they are not going to make anything out of it. Understood? So first and important criteria is you have to understand how many people are searching your business, how it's being searched, and focus those terms so that you get traffic to your website. The main goal is people has to come to your website, right? Correct? So if you are speaking something that's not searched on Google, you will not get. See, instead of Manjunath digital marketer, rather people will prefer to speak about Manjunath Hegde, Pooja Hegde's father. Correct? People will prefer to speak about somebody they are searched or queried on Google. Correct? So this is one of the important thing that you have to understand. Second is, so based on that, when you create a web page, okay, let me create a web page now. Maybe what should I be creating? Let me search for some ideas. I was thinking of. Okay, let me launch this. Battada Aralu online. Battada Aralu is my new product. Add new product. So my product name is Battada. Battada Aralu is your product name. Okay. Product description. So you can have various kinds of details around your product description, like the nutritional value, the health benefits, or it can be anything, right? So I'll before that I'll pick in other categories. Product categories. I'll pick simply grocery. Okay. Product image. So if I don't have that image, I have to get it. So I'll type. I'll get images from internet. I'll simply type Aralu. Bhatta Aralu. No online. No offline. I don't have any image now, so let me use some from internet. So subjected to copyright, you should not use images like this from internet. Regardless of the copyright thing, you using your own images is always good. Take a photo of your images, photo shoot, and use those images. Of food paddy. I'll simply download this. So I'll show you what all has to be optimized. Okay. See, first thing is when there is an image on your website, by seeing the image, you and me will understand. Human beings will understand that's a grape, that's banana, that's orange, that mango, that's puff rice, right? But how do search engines understand? So there is something called as alt text. You have to fill this puffed, puffed paddy, puffed paddy rice, or I'll mark it as Bhattada Aralu. It shouldn't be so lengthy, it has to be just the actual name, whichever you intend to show up on Google search. Right? Set product image. There is an issue with image, size issue, that's okay for now. Okay. And then what else here? I'll have to speak some details. Okay, let me write some thing. So this is Kannada name. So we will try to use Kannada name only, and all in Kannada. Okay, this way, my research should give a lot of details. I would write it consists lot of vitamin B, vitamin B12. It is very good for immunity. It is very good for stamina, XYZ, and I can write a story, everything good things about it. Okay, so for now, I'm just writing one line to not to waste the time. Okay, so product gallery you can add a lot of images related to it. Maybe I'll use this, and I'll also use this. These are not compulsory, but you can. I'm adding one image. That's all. Yeah. So here, look at this. Your slug. This is called as slug Battada Aralu. So if you want to add online or if you want to keep crisp, this also matters in SEO, in search engine optimization. This is part of on-page SEO. The URL, what kind of keywords or terms to be used. We don't use buy, we don't use online in the URL, so I'm just retaining it. Otherwise, you can use those terms. Usually, it will be what you add here. What you add is going to show up here, right? If you want to edit it to anything that you want, you can edit it here, or you can change it here also. It's like to any name of your choice, right? Okay. So now simple product is it just shows you uh, one version or one weight or one unit. Like you will not have multiple options to select different weights, half kg, 1 kg and all. Just only one. So I will put usually by default, let's say 1 kg. We may have to name this as Bhattad Aralu 1 kg, 1 kg, and here you have to put the actual price and sale price. This is not a simple product. I'll have variations people to order it starting from 250 grams. So what you have to do is it's going to be a variable product, right? So attributes. Okay, save attributes. So on saving this, you get to see them in the variations. Generate variations. Now here this allows you to set the price for each variation. So look at this, it has all come.
Already ఒక product ఉంది మన website. దానికి మనం changes చేయొచ్చు.
We can do. I'll show that as well. So we can do changes to the existing products or launch a new product and do the changes. I'll show you both because you should be aware of what all has to be optimized for a new product, what is not there and what is there for already launched product. Yeah. So now 0.25 you have to make changes. So SKU is optional. These are all related to e-commerce. Regular price. Regular price is 200 rupees. Sale prices. Mm, So these are all very lightweight, right? It's not kg price. So these are all very lightweight. So in e-commerce, you have to understand one more thing. So companies charge based on weight. That shipping companies based on weight, or there is something called as volumetric weight, right? So 1 kg puffed rice will fit in such a big box, correct? 1 kg puffed rice will take a lot of space as compared to that of 1 kg jaggery, correct? So now when you are sending 1 kg jaggery to customer, you will be charged 1 kg, let's say shipping charges 100 rupees per kg, okay? So now when you have to send 1 kg puffed rice from your place to some other place through a shipping services, they charge you volumetric weight, not the actual weight. Your actual weight is 1 kg puffed rice. Volumetric weight is now this 1 kg puffed rice, because of its air and takes lot of space, lots of volume basically. Now this looks like it fits in a 5 kg box. You have to use a big box. Now for this big box, people will calculate the weight, not the actual weight. It's called as volumetric weight. So volumetric weight of this box, which is size of your TV, to send 1 kg or 2 kg puffed rice. Let's say you have to send 5 kg puffed rice to someone, which is as big as your TV box. The old Videocon TVs, you know, right? Length, width, height. That box weight, though you are filling 5 kg puffed rice inside of it, it might come to 20 kgs. The volumetric weight. The weight is 5 kgs only, but the calculation part is 20 kgs. So now for 1 kg, 5 kgs puffed rice, they will charge you, the shipping companies charge you 20 kgs. 20 kgs into 100 rupees per kg, 2000 rupees. And your per kg puffed rice is 120 rupees or 100 rupees, so 500 rupees. So now what should you do? You have to charge customer, correct? So for 5 kgs puffed rice, now you have to charge customer 2500 rupees. So each kg is 500 rupees for customer, correct? So now customer will have a question running on their mind. Oh, my puffed rice costs only 200 rupees per kg maximum or 100 rupees, and just people are selling it at 500 rupees per kg, I will not buy. There are some products in the e-commerce you will not get business, because if you have to send it to customer, you have to invest so much on shipping, and if you ask customer to bear that, they will not bear. Anyways, that's a different problem. So what we will do is, here 250 grams of puffed rice is 250, sale price is 150. Okay, everything as it is fine, you don't have to bother much. So 50 grams, so what did we do? 250 rupees and 150 rupees. So here half kg will put it as regular price 400, sale price 290, and 0.75 kg regular price 600, and sale price is 440. And now 1 kg regular price, I'll mark it as 800, and this is going to be 570. Okay, how much is this? Okay, I'll just save. Now look at this grocery, dash, the product price. Okay, there is something called as short description also, which will be shown next to product. There is short description here. Yeah, here it is showing. It can be moved up and down. Okay, so this is visible. This will show up next to the product on e-commerce website product image to the right side of image. So we can write buy Bhattad Aralu online from Kandra Foods. Online from comfort of your home. The raw paddy perfect. The raw from the comfort of your home. Buy Bhattad Aralu online from the comfort of your home. Best quality. You can use English word also, like puffwood paddy, methods, all nutritional value, retail, something just like that. Okay. Okay. So you want to see how this looks like? You can click on the preview. Okay. Okay. Buy Bhattad Aralu online from Comfort. The last one I wrote. The about description, Bhattad Aralu is a puffwood paddy with all the details. Okay. So I don't have anything much researched. This is how the page looks like. So the gallery images. Okay. Now look at this. You see here in the top, it shows Bhattad Aralu traditional foods. Let me publish it. Yeah. Click on publish. See, Battada Aralu, this is the slug. This is how it looks like. Okay, preview also looks the same. We have seen how preview looks like. We'll close the preview. Yeah. See, look at this. If you look at this, it says Battada Aralu, traditional foods. See, this is what is going to appear on Google also. It shows just Battada Aralu, traditional foods. I don't want that to be happening. I want a very clean title and description to be shown. This is title and this is description. I want a very clean title and description to be shown. So in this case, and also my expectation is to rank for by Bhattadaralu online, not just Bhattadaralu, by terms, right? So now this the HTML page allows you to optimize it. So this is called as title, and this title can be optimized with the keywords. Your web page can also be incorporated with so many keywords. But your title, what you show up on the Google, plays a crucial role in CTR, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? And it cannot be just Bhattadaralu. It can be quite interesting, correct? It can be very well defined, correct? So what we will do is now we will update that. So now before that you have to finalize the list of keywords as well, right? What are my keywords? By Bhattada Aralu, Bhattada Aralu online. So my keyword research, we have done keyword research earlier.
Yes, sir.
We understood how to do keyword research. Let's assume this is all found by keyword research. Bhattada Aralu online by Bhattada Aralu, right? What else people will search? Bhattada Aralu shopping, Bhattada Aralu puffed paddy, PUFFED puffed paddy online. Okay,
Yes, sir.
what else? Bhattada Aralu. See, I will not use benefits. I'm not speaking about benefits. Paddy puffed rice online. Paddy puffed rice. Paddy puffed rice online. Okay. Using all of this, I'll write the titles and description. By Bhattada Aralu, it has to be in capital letters. The first alphabet in each word has to be in capital letters. By Bhattada Aralu online. Order paddy puffed rice. So how many characters is this? It's showing 51 characters. The length of this is 51 characters, and this can go up to 68 to 70 characters. By Bhattada Aralu online order. See, if you look at this, Bhattada Aralu is covered, online is covered, order is covered, and another variation, puffed rice is also covered. Paddy puffed rice is also covered. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? So by Bhattada Aralu, we have more space. We can utilize this space to add something more as well. By Bhattada Aralu online order puffed paddy rice. Right? Maybe I'll add premium quality. So it went up to 68 characters now. Okay. So this is going to be your title. Right? So I'll update the same. There is an option to update this. Usually your web pages will not have an option to WordPress if it's a WordPress website, or website developers will not give an option like this also. It will be by default something. See, it is taking title, page separator, site title. Site title is traditional foods, page product name is Bhattada Aralu. So it has become Bhattada Aralu. So grabs the attention of people whomsoever are searching Bhattada Aralu or paddy puffed rice both. And look at this below, it's nothing is shown up here, correct? Please provide a meta description by editing the snippet below, right? So now to write this, we have the guidelines. See, we are learning today on-page optimization. To do the on-page optimization, first thing is we have to do the keyword research and understand how your product is searched. So for me, I have an idea how it is searched, hence I have picked the keywords. I did not do any kind of keyword research, or simply we used the Google autocomplete to understand how it is searched on Google, correct? Next thing is you are writing title. This is called as title. So title plays a very crucial role in ranking your website for all of these keywords, and more importantly plays a crucial role in improving the CTR. It makes people to click on it, correct? And hence it has to be attractive. Instead of premium quality, I could have written it as 20%, 50% off, correct? Right? This we discussed in the guidelines, meta title writing. We will discuss that in the guidelines now, if not, if we haven't discussed. Now there is something called as description, which is called as meta description. See, what you are updating, these two things, titles and descriptions, won't be shown on your web page anywhere. See, do you see what I have updated here? It shows up here after update, clicking on update. Let me click update. So if I reload this, it shows up here, but not anywhere on the page. See, it's going to change now. It was Bhatta Daralu, just Bhatta Daralu. See now, buy Bhatta Daralu online, order paddy puffed rice premium quality. Correct? So it's going to be visible on the web page, but it's purely for search engines. Right? Where is that? And it has to be started with the high volume keyword. Let's assume this is the high volume keyword, right? And it has to cover all the keyword variations. You cannot write one single lengthy sentence, it gets truncated. Truncated is shrinks and shows dots on Google search results. So it has to be separated with appropriate delimiters. Don't use commas or semicolons. Instead use pipeline. This is called as pipeline. Or use something like this, colon, right? Do not use special characters like dollars, apostrophe, exclamatory. All this take more space. They look like only one, right? Probably, let's say comma, it's looking like one character, but the ASCII value of this or the pixel value of this could be some 4 or 5 characters. So if it is taking 4 or 5 characters, this all will not show up on Google search results. It gets truncated because Google can maximum display 512 pixels width of information, right? So when you are limiting it within 70 characters, it can display all of that 512 pixels. But now this, it looks like one character for you because you are blindly going by 70 character method or 60 to 70 character method. But when you use it takes 6 characters, let's assume. So it's going to eliminate all of the 6 characters, right? So do not use special characters and certain other characters which takes more ASCII value or more pixel value. Meta description is second thing. You understood the guidelines of this, and we have clearly written guidelines on the document. We will go through it one by one. Yeah. Second thing, meta description. Meta description has to be up to 170 characters, right? Meta description, and whichever keywords are missed by you, you can incorporate them here. You have to cover one call to action and one call out statement as well here. We'll discuss what is this call to action and call out statement also. Maybe I will write order perfect paddy online Candra Foods. Yeah, the premium. So do not waste space writing the this all such types of characters. So what we will do is order puffed paddy online from, instead of writing Candra Foods, I'll write from comfort of your home. Right? Candra Foods, Battada Aralu is the premium quality puffed paddy and puffed paddy with all the nutrients retailed. Buy now. Buy now is a call to action. So how many characters? 157. Okay. So buy now I have added. What else can be added? So maybe I'll add some call out statements. Call out statements, or maybe
Free shipping or first order.
free shipping, comma. So maybe I can, since order puffed paddy rice, CT has come here, order. So we can remove this. Okay. So I can add a call out statement like this, free shipping. Simple. This. Okay, this is just for your understanding. We will go through the guidelines. So I'll update the same here now. Okay, you see here. Free shipping is not showing up, it's showing dot stops. Because it's more than 70 characters, but it shows up. Google will pick up, okay, it's 164, not even 70. You got it?
Yes.
So these two are titles and descriptions, this, right? And what you put here is going to be the H1 on the page. So this is H1, the heading tag on the page, right? Even this heading tags plays a crucial role, not just the title and description. You see, even this plays a very important role. Okay. So now your web page title, description, H1, and also image has to be optimized. This image optimization, what did you do? The alt attribute that you added in the HTML. So you did not add it in the HTML, just you gave information. Here, this is a content management system. It's all easy to manage or handle, right? But practically what's happening is, look at this, you will get to see, inspect, that what you have added, the alt name, the name that which you have given to help search engines to understand what it is, it's showing up here. You see here alt, the image in the HTML will be written like this, image width 320 height, and the image URL, and you see alt puffed rice battada aradu. Here you see that, this one. So for you, this platform is creating a convenience. Ideally, if you have to write an HTML, you have to write HTML this way. You have to go and incorporate the text or information this way, right? But since you have a lot of convenience, you are just updating it here, and a beautiful page is getting created for you. Got it? So what and all are you updating now? Title, this one. Description not visible to you, but it will be in the source code. No, it in the HTML also you can see it updated. I click update, right? So now Control Shift R. Yeah. Now look at this. I'll show you the source code of this. Okay. So where is this description now? Here it is. Title is here. This is title, and description is here. You see that? Okay. And this is what shows up on the Google also, like this, title and description, title and description. So it has to be appropriate, correct? Right? What else? So these are the important on-page elements, right? So apart from this, what else? Now your product is searched. For example, if you take digital marketing training, it's searched as digital marketing training, digital marketing course, digital marketing institute, digital marketing certification, digital marketing course online, correct? Digital marketing training online, digital marketing classes, digital marketing with placement, digital marketing with practical exposure, digital marketing by best trainer. These are all keywords, right? If you intend your web page to rank on Google for all of this, incorporating those, you have to write the content as well for your page, right? So now look at this, where is the content on your page? Now there's nothing. See, if you're saving my contact on your mobile phone as Manjunath, when you type Manju or Manjunath, it shows up. But now you cannot expect my contact to show up by typing Kandra until unless it's saved with as Manjunath Kandra. Correct? Same way, your web page, you cannot expect to show up for all the keyword variations until unless those all are incorporated on your web page. And now to incorporate, just you cannot drop them just like that. It has to be a meaningful content or information on your web page. Right? So what are you going to do now? So this web page has to be content rich. So usually how we do that is, if you look at this, I'll show you the other products. Look at this. You see here there's so much content on this page. So this way your product can have all the information. That's when it starts showing up on Google. Okay. So you have to get the content to this web page. So doing all of this will ensure that your web page on page optimization is taken care. On page is mainly about identifying the keywords for which keywords your web page has to rank. Second thing, using those keywords, you are going to write titles and descriptions, and in writing these titles and descriptions, you have to understand the guidelines, right? Third thing, the heading tags, H1 tag. There are 6 different heading tags on in HTML, H1 to H6. So you are not supposed to use H1 tag more than once. H2 also not more than once. H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 you can use multiple times if you want. So this is an heading tag. Let's assume this is an heading tag. So if you want to make the text bold, bigger size in HTML, you are going to use heading tags. Okay. So heading tags usually will look like this. So if I want to make content big and bold, I'll write H1, and in this, the text in this tag, the text wrapped in this tag, wrapped in this tag becomes bold. So I'll put slash h1. Whatever is going into this h1 will become bold, big. There are 6 different h tags, heading tags this way. We call this as heading tag, this and this heading tag. Opening of the heading tag, closing of the heading tag, and whatever goes inside this will become bold. If you want to test or see, look at this. This will be a heading tag. I'll show it to you. See, got it? H1 and H1 closing. In between you see class, this is all inline CSS to make it look better. Spacing or colors or a couple of other alignments if you want, all that will be taken care. Okay. How is your Batta Taralu looking now? There is no information on this page. Okay. So maybe you all know, have you all used ChatGPT? Okay. So I'll show you the ChatGPT usage also now. So we used to, all this content for the web page used to be written by content writers. Content writers will be provided with the guidelines by digital marketers. We will tell, write 500 words of content, use all these keywords, make it interesting, make it that, make it this. We provide so many guidelines or explanation so that they will produce the content. So now what I'm going to do is, instead of me telling to a content writer to some person, I'm telling the same to ChatGPT. Okay. So ChatGPT and SEO content of around 500 words using the following keywords. One, no, showing.
Now seven HTML secrets on your device.
So develop SEO content of around 500 words using the following keywords. Okay. So it's giving lot of content. I told 500 words, right? know what is this battadaralu or puffed paddy. They will start researching, reading on the internet, books, whatsoever. Mostly 99.9999% it will be research on the internet, and they'll start producing content like this. And they used to charge 1 rupee per word, 2 rupee per word, 50 paisa per word. We used to pay in lakhs to such writers. So after Chat GPT's emergence, we stopped it. We use Chat GPT and we have enough team to modify or do the changes, whatever is needed. Correct? So now what will I do? I don't have any patience now. Let's assume this is to its best version. So I'll simply copy this and I will paste it. Okay. You want to see how it looks? Okay. So now I have created this page. Let me publish it. Let me update it. So now if you look at your page, most of your on-page elements on the page are taken care. 90% of your 99% of your on-page elements are taken care. While I go through the checklist, it's not showing, correct? Do you see Kandra foods here anywhere? How do you make? See now, just by doing what is important, what is important for optimization, you are not at all showing up on Google. Why? Why is it not showing on Google? Your mom is cooking or preparing dinner. Let's assume she has finished her dinner preparation. Will you go and eat immediately? Will that be finished in the next minute? No, right? There is so much process that she has to inform. My cooking is done. We don't respond. She has to call, invite, come, let's have our dinner. She has to scold. Let's finish it off. Quickly, it's getting late. Correct? That's when we go on it. Correct? So we are not really eating once the dinner is done, and many times we will not know the dinner is done also. The cooking is done also. Correct? Same way, Google has no clue that you have created a product on your website now. Right? If I'm very hungry, I'll go and ask mom, it's done. Is your cooking done? Or whether even if she is not in kitchen, I'll get into the kitchen. If I am hungry, I'll get into the kitchen. I'll just inspect everything. If I sense there is some food, there's some stuff, I'll just go and have it in my plate and I'll start eating. Correct? So Google also would do something like that with your website, and we have to wait until Google figures it out. Or see, the moment Google figures it out, it will start showing you on Google somewhere in some page, not necessarily in the first position, not necessarily on the first page also. So luckily you can be shown on the first page also, or it can be first position also depending on the competition, right? No, but I don't know, I have no clue when is Google going to come and crawl this page. I don't know, I have no clue when is Google going to come and crawl this page. So what I'll do is, I'll inform to bot. I'll inform this to bot. So there is a platform or a tool called Google Search Console. So I'll come here and I'll tell bot, look at this, I have a new page. I have prepared a new recipe. Have the taste of it. Right? When mom prepares something, she invites, she calls, there's a new recipe, come and taste it. Right? So same way, see, look at this URL is not on Google. This page is not indexed. Pages that are not indexed can't be served on Google. See the details below to learn why it was not indexed. I know, I don't have to see any kind of details. I know this is freshly created. So what I'll do is I'll request indexing. So request indexing is very much similar to now. Googlebot went to internet server, crawled and bought a copy and stored it on Google server. Now we have bypassed all that process and we have communicated directly to the bot. Bot, here is the stuff. Crawl it or read it and save a copy on your server. Google is going to save the copy on server. This doesn't assure your ranking on the top. Again, it goes through the criteria of crawl frequency, CTR, and engagement in order to show your website in the top. Okay. Indexing requested URL was added to priority crawl QA submitting a page multiple times will not change its new position on priority, right? It's telling that you have submitted, now wait for some time. Don't get so greedy and start submitting it again and again, hoping that it will come quickly. You wait for some time, Google will start indexing. Maybe, if I see, now I have seen this happening in few seconds also. After submitting it, Google will start showing indexing it immediately. It has not indexed. It has not indexed. Maybe if I'm checking after 5 minutes, it might have indexed or may not have indexed. This is how I check indexed, whether it is indexed on Google or not. Okay, this is how I check if Google has indexed my website or not. So Google has not yet indexed this page, but for sure it's going to index in some time. Maybe if we look at this tomorrow, or maybe next 1 hour or next 30 minutes, there are good chances that it would have indexed on Google, right? But then it might rank your website for Battadaralu online on first page or second page, some page it gives ranking. It's left in your hand. It's in your hands now to push it to the top, like working on crawl frequency, CTR, and engagement. Engagement, nothing much. We just go with this, whatever it is. This is the engagement. Maybe if I'm putting some very good image, one more good image, right, and ensuring all of this works properly, that can be an engagement. Correct? This is all about on-page SEO. Now, how do we improve the crawl frequency for this web page? You have submitted to Googlebot. That's fine. Googlebot is now going to show this somewhere on 10th page. I'm not happy with it. So first criteria is I have to make this page crawl more number of times. Correct? So what can I do for that is I'll go here and I will drop a link of that. Maybe here, here, or maybe let me click on this. I'll drop a link of that somewhere here. When bot is visiting or reading this page, it finds link to Battadaralu and it starts crawling that page as well. Correct? So maybe I'll drop the link of my web page on this page also, like this, cold pressed coconut oil. See? I'll drop link like this to my Battadaralu page on some 30-50 pages on my website. This will ensure that your web page is getting crawled. Whenever bot is visiting this page, it starts crawling that page as well. Correct? If not, I will go to some other website on internet, and same way what I have done here, I'll do it from various other websites as well. Right? If there is no support within the family, people will seek support from friends, relatives. Right? Same way, if this website is not in a position to support, basically not in a position to support, is not getting crawled quite often. So we will take help of outsiders. Correct? Exactly the same happens with your backlinks. I don't trust, I don't believe. It's not about trust or belief. I sense that the new web page which I have created cannot be crawled quickly from within my website, or maybe I have to wait for a lot of time. So what I'll do, I'll approach some other person, some other outsider, and I'll ask them to provide a link to my website. Maybe I'll show it to you. Let this website load. So there were the days Google used to quickly show it in the next 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay. So any questions here? You all understood how to do on-page SEO? Meta title, meta description, H1, the image alt, right? And then the SEO content or keyword optimized web page or keyword optimized content. Your web page should be content rich, information rich. See, you will be doing lot of other things also in order to ensure a good engagement, such as the marketing and selling elements. Instead of writing Battada Aralu, I would write premium quality Battada Aralu. This is a marketing pitch, a selling pitch, right? In Telugu, people describe Kondanta Balam. Will people really have that much strength? That's exaggeration. That's the way, not necessarily exaggeration, that's the way to convey impactfully. Correct? So these are marketing and selling pitches. All those also come into picture into your on-page SEO. Right? The presentation of information and more details about this. So you speaking about the delivery happens in the next 1 to 2 days, in the next 1 to 2 hours, right? All of those things will also play a crucial role. And all of that thing, any importance that you give to any detail on this page is all on page SEO. Changing the images, having the better images, and presenting this information properly, adding internal links, making this colorful, right? All that is on page SEO, but less to do with uh, the colors and all will not play any kind of role. But from engagement point of view, whatever you see now, this page and this page presentation is a lot of difference. So look at this presentation you have put, but this is more like the website planning itself, the web page designing or planning, which is not scope of SEO. Okay, you all got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are done with on page, and from tomorrow's class, we'll start with the site level SEO. So usually, whatever we are going to discuss about site level SEO will be added to the on page only. I don't wanted it to be on page, hence I'm segregating it as site level. Okay, you all got clarity, right? What is on page SEO?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if no questions, we'll wind it up for today and connect back again on tomorrow. Yeah, shall we wind it up? Okay, any questions? Okay, then let's connect back tomorrow.